talk us through a little bit what you're doing here, Tommy.
Well, thing is, because if you need it, you could either go really high, but then if we open the face fully, we're not going to be able to get it there because we won't have enough speed in a bunker shot, I don't think. You reckon?
I mean, I think
you can get close?
I think so, but it has to be full speed.
Yeah. I'm not... yeah, if I just had my face, feeling to my toes, I'd feel... Go.
Nice.
That turned out well, but yeah, I'm not even,
It's pretty good.
And then, I know there's not loads of sand in here, but if you had to open the face, it's a lot of speed. I'm not even sure I can...
There you go.
Wow, that's pretty good.
Nice.
Yeah, you're always looking
similar
for
thing, isn't it? It's
loft or spin. The more you open the face, the harder it is to get shot, as much distance out of it as you can. That's a good example of good technique though, because is it a really hard bunker shot there, and you said, oh, it wasn't that good, and it's gone to 5 feet.
If you sort of get it up a little bit and we get a little more sand underneath it,
yeah, there you go.
Then you can get a little closer to it and get a bit of height.
That was the strike.
That was awesome.
Watch this.
What? So you look at the grooves. Walk with me, boys. We're gonna kind of walk up there. Maybe take a couple of balls, Rory. I've got a couple for you, Tommy.
Yeah. All right.
The full face score lines on the wedges.
Yes.
That's tour inspired.
Yeah.
What do you think the benefit is?
So it's funny because I've probably went more to trying to hit chip shots and bunker shots more square on. Like if you look at where those two bunker shots, they're both out of the middle. They didn't go quite close to the toe.
Yeah.
But it is the norm sometimes for people to sort of cut across chip shots and bunker shots, and then the more you can get the grooves out to the toe, the more the ball's going to catch them, and you're going to get more spin from wherever you hit it on the face.
Helps like a glancing blow, I guess.
Exactly. Yeah. So the margin for error, just like the sweet spot on the driver.
Forgiveness.
Yeah.
So let's like a unique one, right? So let's say the ball's sitting up like that, Tommy.
There you go.
Yeah.
And you kind of going. Let's go to the middle flag on the left.
Yeah.
What how are you assessing this lie? How are you
I would.
You've got unlucky. Would you say that's unlucky or?
I'd say it could have been unluckier.
Yeah.
Could have finished under the divot.
But I guess the first thing I would always look at is so you look at the lie, because that sort of dictates what you can hit. And if I could get the club under the ball, if I could get the club under more half the ball or 2 grooves under, then I know I could sort of play a normalist chip shot. And then if I couldn't, if it was, that would have been worse.
So
and then that'd.
And what club would you play that with?
It's a good question.
Would you try and play that with the straighter face?
I don't know. I'm thinking that, because then at the same time you go straighter face, then because I'm going to decel on it anyway, then I'm going to be lacking loft. I don't know whether a lob wedge would feel like I could just...
But I think there's enough give underneath that divot that you could.
Where you could just...
Again, that's the thing, judging lies the whole time is such a... It's such a skill, and it is
actually a skill in itself.
And it's experience, and it's I had a lie like this
and I always
6 weeks ago, and this is what happened, or
I always find that when I'm on tour, the amount of players will go out onto the golf course, they'll come back, they'll find a spot on the chipping area, and they'll just hit so many of the same, because there's a consistency in that type of lie that they're going to be getting
out. Yeah, especially off the fairway here, you could put balls into the grain and stuff, and I think quite a lot of players do. I like putting the toe under the ball a lot of the time, because then it sort of it gives a bit of room and it gets under the ball easier, and it's a little bit of a safer strike, I always think. So a lot of kind of amateur golfers, they'll talk about that. You talk about everybody talks about heel relief. There's also toe relief on the club, and that's exactly what you're trying to explain. So what Rory,
what kind of lie would mean that you'd want to like belly the wedge? What dictates that?
Like, as in, like, blade it, like
Yeah.
belly it. Like, it would be sort of close to the green, and again, where Tommy was saying, where you can't, like, it's maybe just far enough away that you can't putt it, but it's like it's in like a little depression like this, and you can't get the club underneath it. Like, that's a perfect example there.
So it's
Where
really
you
really
can't-
sticky lie.
Yeah,
and
you want to
also-
just be able to get under the equator, don't you?
Yeah.
Like to chip it, and then
Like,
if
as
you,
Tommy
if you
said,
feel like
you could get really close to it and like put the toe down and go this way just to guarantee a good strike.
Yeah.
So they get real close and almost get the shaft sort of vertical, or you just, you try to belly it and sort of just get it running.
I think
Awesome.
you just watch, like, even like Roy, he put the club behind the ball in like 4 different ways straight away.
Yeah.
It's like how many, like, and to have a wedge that can do all of them is.
Yeah.
And that's what I noticed. Is like, and it's while he's doing that, he's assessing the lie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Naturally,
That's,
like,
Yeah,
it's
can I
like
get the
like
can I get
reading
the
a
club
book.
in? Can I get the toe in? Can I
That's
open
what you
it?
see,
Can I
like, on TV, so many people are there and they're putting the club behind the ball to see which way is gonna,
putting it down? Does
Yeah.
this work? And
Yeah.
eventually you get to like a point where it kind of triggers.
It's like,
the-
okay, that feels comfortable. Because it's all about the more comfortable you can feel before hitting a chip shot, the better. Like with anything. But the more comfortable or certain that you know how the ball's going to come out,
Yeah.
then you can go ahead and hit it.
So I got one for you, Tommy. And again, when we being on tour, you're watching golf on TV, and every now and then the commentator will say, "I think he's thinking of holding this," and then somebody else will go, "Well, you should," they're thinking of holding every shot, which in theory that's what you want to do.
Yeah.
But there are certain chip shots where you literally do believe that you kind of have a chance.
Yeah,
So how
fancy
does your thought process change there in terms of how your club selection?
I think a lot of times the ones that you feel like you hold, I don't know about you, Roy, like it comes to you very quick.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
the lies there, the club is pretty much certain. You're looking at it, you can see the way it's rolling.
You can visualize it like a putt going in, right? You're just
For
trying
sure.
to, you're getting it rolling.
It does like kind of come very quick to you. Like again, like you say, thinking of hole and everything, but when Rory's got a shot then and he's trying to like fit the club under the ball and he's doing all kinds of things, sure, like the end result would be ideal if you hole it, but you've got like you make a decision, but it's not always. It's just not been that obvious, and you pick a shot that you think will be the most productive, and like 1 foot, 2 foot, 3 foot is a great shot, but if you have a ball pegged up and you just walk in and you're like, oh,
Yeah,
like,
that's
just give me the 60 and I can
Do
see
me a
I've got it,
favor,
it's
Rory.
fine.
Take grab. Where's that the Bigfoot one there?
The wide.
The wide one.
wide.
Take the wide one there. I want you guys to try and hit a few shots. These are Tommy's.
I've got some down here.
Yeah, just hit a few shots with this wedge, and tell me if you notice anything or feel anything, because versus what you would normally kind of feel. And
How hard is it chipping into grain?
it's like for example, are you able to open that up as much as yours? And
So that's the thing. So that's the technique I would have to use with the wedge
Yeah.
I use, and I just thinned that
yeah,
because of the wider,
Just-
So, like I feel, yeah, it definitely gives you a little more margin for error. with
yeah.
the
So
wider
now you've
sole.
got the ability to hit. You guys are quite. You hardly take a divot when you chip, but now you
Sort of
think
like-
of a lot of amateurs that they kind of dig the club. This is going to get the club out the
This
ground.
is going to
right?
help the club get out of the ground.
Yeah.
So like,
And
you
I
almost
like, for
practice
me,
trying to like throw the club into the ground and see
Yeah.
it bounce.
where I'm not even like usually with a shot like this,
Way.
I'm trying to not get the club really, I mean, like brushing the ground maybe, but that's it.
I mean, that's interesting. So this is quite a tight lie here.
Yeah.
These are horrible.
These
are
are
nasty lies.
these are
the
tough
ones that
little
look
chips.
Fine, and then you just like dunch it in front of you because you caught up.
Yeah.
So do you reckon you could hit a flop shot with that club?
I'll try.
Yeah.
I mean, not bad.
I think that's the
It actually
advantage.
it slides through really well.
Yeah, like
It really does slide through it really
see
well.
that, like going
Yeah.
through the.
Ooh, that was all right.
Pretty good.
Almost
I
practice
literally
just
got one more.
throwing the club into the ground, like.
Yeah, which is so counterintuitive to what we would normally do.
Yeah, I know.
Do you feel more weight down in the bottom of that?
Yeah, like there's just, you throw it down and the ball just pops up.
All right.
Quite nice.